soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. So I was just recently roaming through the internet and I seen where Floyd Mayweather said some disturbing comments. First I'm gonna get this out the way. I would like to say, like, I'm one of the biggest, like, people who know me. You go to my Facebook account, you just see me posting all these things about Floyd Mayweather. Like, I'm one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather supporters. I feel like he's the greatest fighter that's ever lived in the history of the sport of boxing, because the things that he's done, a lot of fighters have done it, but he surpassed that. So, like, even the fighters that he fought, Miguel Cotto, Diego Corrales, Canelo Alvarez, all these guys were ranked number one when he fought them. Majority of them. I think, like, Diego Corrales wasn't, but however, so just his boxing talent alone is just amazing. And I know he was trying to promote the fight, but some things you just don't even have to say or even indulge in. Like, the reporter asked him, like, maybe if Conor McGregor was African American, would it be different in terms of, like, the fight? And they try to make it a race issue and so on and so forth. So he pretty much had like a Raven Symone, OJ Simpson type of moment, and he said that I'm not African American, just pretty much label him American. Same thing Raven Symone kind of said. And I can get into, like, the importance of the pain and everything that our ancestors had to endeavor and the pain that they went through, just for us African Americans. I can get into that, but I could go just a step further, a step deep, a little bit deeper. I just feel like African Americans have been brainwashed to kind of hate their roots. Like, I was born in this place called Bladensburg, Maryland. It's not too far from Baltimore, Maryland, where Floyd Mayweather fighter Tank is from, and it's not too far from where his business partner Leonard Ellaby is from. And, like, I've never been to Africa. Like, I never stepped foot there, and, like, I never been there. Like, I always wanted to go to Africa. I always wanted to see what it was like. And like I said, I never been outside of that. Like, I just moved to LA not too long ago. And like, for me, I welcome it. Like people come up to me. So many people come up to me. Whether it's majority of the time it's Africans that come up to me, and they come up to me and they say, "Oh, you from Nigeria?" And the typical black person, they will get upset. Like people who, like, African American, Americans of African descent, they will get upset and they get all in their feelings, because they feel like they're kind of it's like embarrassing to them. It's like you're trying to make fun of them when you say that. Oh, like, they say, oh, you need to go on Ancestry and see about your roots and see exactly where you're from. Because I always get this all the time. Like, they always tell me, like, I look Nigerian, and I welcome it. Like, I engage in a conversation and I say, yeah. I was like, I always wanted to go there. I say, I already know, like, we all family. Like, I always say that to them. I don't, like, try to, throw my guard up. Like I said, I moved to LA a couple months ago, and just seeing how racist, when I was staying in Hollywood, and just seeing how racist the people are. For example, like, I was working for this club, right? I was doing, security, and the company that I was working for, a majority of the workers were, most of them were African Americans, and a lot of them were, like, Latino, and we had, like, two Caucasians that worked with us as well. So, like, the owners and the managers of the club, they would turn their nose up to, like, the black people, like, including myself. Like, they would say certain things, and, like, they would say little things. They was just so demeaning. And coming out here, moving to LA, you don't have no family, no friends, and I've been homeless before, so you kind of need your job, and you don't want to. I know what it's like to be in a homeless shelter, so I refuse to go back there. So the things that they were saying about blacks, it just made me appreciate it that much more, and they would talk down to us. And what was crazy is this. What was so funny is that they would play black people music, to get that black dollar, and, like, it would get the club the feel of the club, like get it jumping and get people, the energy level. It raised the energy level up, and you could just hear them blasting the African American music. These same people that they, looking down on and talking down upon. So it just made me appreciate it being African American that much more. The things that we just, our people had to go through. And I'm not even talking about even like slavery days. We can get into all that, the segregation days, but at the same time, it just made me appreciate it a lot more. I don't want to spend too much time on this topic, but like I said, they were playing like all African American music, the old school, new school, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, and the list goes on. And some of the new school music that everybody's listening to. So like I said, I don't want to spend no more time on this topic, but I'm just sitting here reading as far as like all the comments and stuff where everybody is kind of going in and like, bro, like you didn't have to say that. I know he's promoting the fight, but it's like, bro, you don't have to go that far. And I just feel like African Americans have been spoiled. We have like these European clothes, and they see Africa on TV, and I think that we're like a lot more privileged over here. They see like they just think it's like this terrible place, and a lot of people from Africa come over here and they tell me like when I have a conversation, if you have a conversation with them, you'll understand. Like they'll tell you like it's not even like that over there. Like it's really beautiful over there. And they have some of the same things that we have. I just feel like we have been, as black people, we have been corrupted by like getting money and purchasing all these high fashion clothes and the cars, the privileges, the rules, the circumstances, school systems, the women with the makeup, the fake hair, like these women that's uh like African American, like they try to look like a lot of these, and no disrespect, but they try to look a lot like these Caucasian women, you know. But to me, like even without makeup, I think that black women are beautiful. Like I truly like just being here. It made me appreciate. And what's crazy is this is what's funny to me that now you're starting to see all of these Caucasian women. I've seen a lot of Caucasian women starting to get. They're trying to make their lips bigger. The things that a lot of black women could look in the mirror because that's how society has made us feel. The black woman to look into the mirror and she don't like her lips, she don't like her nose, she don't like her breasts, she don't like her butt. But what's crazy is these white women, these Caucasian women are trying to do the exact same. Now they're trying to emulate you guys. Like everything that we do is powerful. Like we don't understand the importance of of culture and the things that we do. And I don't want to sound like super emotional, but I'm just like speaking from the heart. Like I'm speaking facts, man. Like it's just like you coming out here, you will see like all these fake butts, like fake breasts, and it's all to from our culture. It's all comes from us African Americans. Even the hip hop music. So like I said, it's all about like people. I think that, we've been corrupted. Well, a lot of African Americans have been corrupted to, strive for white acceptance, and, I love white people. That's like me saying, oh, because, let's say my parents abandoned me when I was a kid and I was raised by, all Caucasians, right? Excuse me. And I'm raised by all Caucasians, but I say I'm not black. No, I'm always going to be black. Like no matter who I'm raised around, no matter where you put me at, I'm always going to be an American of African American descent. You know, of African descent. So like for me, I'm proud to be African American. Like I'm proud to be African, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm black, African, like I'm proud of it and I'm thankful, So like I said, Floyd Mayweather will always be, the greatest fighter of all time to me. And, you know, and just looking at Muhammad Ali and what he stood for was just amazing. So I think that's what made Muhammad Ali great as well. So just him standing for things like that. But what Floyd Mayweather has done in terms of in the boxing ring. He surpassed Muhammad Ali, but at the end of the day, like I said, Floyd Mayweather he goes down as the greatest fighter of all time to me. But I'm not biased, you know, and I just feel like he was just totally wrong for making that comment. Certain things you just don't say. You promoting the fight, I understand that the fight's already sold, bro. Like, and I know you want to cause controversy, or maybe you feel like that, maybe you really do. But at the end of the day, man, like, come on, bro. It's just not. It's come on, like you ain't have to go that far. It's just like, come on, why you say that? Like, why you even talk like that, bro? Like, all the fights already sold. And maybe other people don't feel like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, I talked about it for a long time, probably too long. I got to get out of here, but y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. Y'all stay safe out there. Love you guys. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.